In my early gaming years, I can remember grabbing a controller and becoming a master assassin, operating in the shadows of the Italian Renaissance. I'm not sure I ever wondered how my blades would hold up against something less human, but just imagine with me for a moment one of history's greatest killers ripped out of his timeline and dropped into a world of dark sorcery, towering dragons, and ancient gods. You know, there are names in gaming that carry with them a specific kind of weight, but usually those legends are confined to their own history book. Today, that boundary is gone because one of the most iconic assassins in gaming history has crossed over into a realm where steel meets magic, and he isn't coming alone. That's right, Ezio Auditore himself and 4 other iconic assassins from the Assassin's Creed franchise are joining Raid Shadow Legends as legendary champions, and right now, for a limited time, you can obtain your own copy of Ezio just by downloading the game and logging in for 7 days. But this is a limited time event, so make sure you download the game as soon as possible using the link in the description below or the QR code that's on screen now. Using my link, you'll get the legendary Corrado Fox Hunter immediately, and you'll get the epic champion Aina once you hit level 15. On top of that, you'll also be able to choose between 6 legendary champions using the promo code that I'm going to give you at the end of this video. One thing you'll hear me complain about when I'm playing other hero collector games is the inability to control your characters manually. In this game, there are literally hundreds of characters that are controllable with their own unique kits, and there's so many different game modes that you can learn. You will want good champions to help you early on, and Ezio looks to be an excellent addition to any roster. He's a master assassin who can place a variety of debuffs to weaken his enemies before lowering their defense using his hidden blades. And he can place the poison debuff, which is incredibly helpful for pretty much any player in the game. All you have to do is log into the game for 7 days during the event to unlock Ezio, and if you log in another 7 days after that, you'll get some great resources to empower him and build your account. These promotional characters are so beneficial for new and returning players, and Ezio is actually going to be a really good champion for my account as well. This event does also include 4 other assassins you can earn through dedicated events, tournaments, and summon boosts. You'll have a chance to earn Edward Kenway, Bayek, Basim, and Cassandra, who, by the way, is the first champion from Raid's newest faction, the Argonauts. And you'll hear more about these champions next week when I break their kits down in greater detail. Later on in this video, we'll take a short look at the event dungeon boss for this event. His name is Pontiff Augustine, and he's a religious zealot who's discovered a piece of Eden in Teleria and is using it for his own gain. You'll be able to claim limited time chronophage gear in the event, so you really don't want to miss it. One of the most common complaints that I see about Raid is that there's just way too much going on, and I agree that it can be a little bit overwhelming early on. So let's break down the gameplay loop because I think it's a lot easier to get started than you might think. For starters, you're going to spend a lot of time in the game's summoning portal. Hero collector games typically have a way to summon new champions, and that's going to be your primary way of obtaining characters in Raid. Why don't we head over to the portal and do a few pulls? So as you can see, you're going to have the ability to pull mystery shards, ancient shards, void shards, primal shards, and sacred shards. Now those primal shards and sacred shards are going to be very, very difficult to get a hold of. I have saved up a few in my inventory here so that I can show you some of these pulls and showcase some champions, but it is going to be very difficult to get them. When you do get your hands on one of them, you know, I think some good strategy is to save for a specific event like this one so that you can try for those super rare champions that are hard to get that are part of these events. There's going to be like special promotional things that are going to show up. So you have like this extra legendary event. So for the next 12 hours and 13 minutes, while as of the recording of this video, you can summon any legendary champion to get a different extra one as a bonus. You also have the summoning pool where you have the ability to get some headline champions. You do have to spend these prism shards, which are special event shards that you can do these crystal offers for. So it is kind of a paid thing to get access to some of these items, or at least there's a lot of saving involved in it. So you know, you got to be careful with the summoning portal, but for the most part, really fun. interactive way to try to obtain champions over time. And if you have a long view on this game, this is going to be a great resource for you. So let's go ahead and do just a full-on 10 pull on the blue. Let's see what we can get. Oh, wow, we got a couple of epics here. I think that actually might be the most epics that I've gotten in one 10 pull before, so that's really cool. I know Aox the Rememberer is supposed to be a pretty solid champion, so I'm super happy to get that one. Okay, let's do a few Void Shard pulls, see if we can get a legendary here. You do have a chance at legendary on most of these pulls. It's just going to be a very small chance. So let's go ahead and summon a Void Shard here and see what we can get. Okay, well, we get Scrapper here. Not really worth much of our time, but we'll try again. Let's see what we can get. Okay, Gala Longbraid's actually a pretty decent character from my understanding. Definitely one that's worth investing in, kind of an attacker and a dwarf character. One thing you can see here is the reviews, so you can check this and kind of see what they're rated for. Gala Longbraid's a really good arena of offense champion, and can also do well in some of the other areas of the game. We'll do a couple more Void Shard pulls really quickly, and we got ourselves a Selena Nightcloak. Not too bad. Try one more time for a legendary here, and then we'll go to those super juicy pulls. We got Arbalester here. Not too shabby. All right, so let's go ahead and try some of these. And I always cringe when I do it because these are very expensive. But first, Sacred Pull, and we get a epic character. We got Chani here. I think we pulled her just a second ago too. I'm not going to complain. Anytime you get an epic champion, pretty solid characters to be able to build your roster around. Let's go ahead and try to summon one more time here, see what we can get. Another epic character. We got Creoden the Blue. That one's pretty cool. I really like these Sylvan Watcher characters. Check the reviews here. So pretty decent in Fire Knight's Castle and Faction Wars Arena Offense. So I'll have to look at maybe using this character to build out my roster some. All right, we'll do one more, see if we can get a legendary here. Come on. Another epic. And we got Sepulcher Sentinel level 1 in the Knights Revenant faction, defense champion. One that's pretty good for Demon Lord, so I'll have to check that one out. Maybe it has some poisons. We'll take a look at that kit and see what it can do as well. But that's just giving you a good idea of how the summoning portal is going to work for the game. Pretty cool mechanics in there for summoning champions. One thing that we didn't talk about was fusions, which is a whole nother concept in the game. We'll have to cover that on another video down the road. But you can basically use a bunch of champions that you have in your roster to build towards an even better one. So now that we have some solid champions to work with, you're going to be opening up several key areas as you level up your account. You're going to start with the standard campaign, which you're going to be using to level up your champions. Next, you're going to dive into the dungeons where you can obtain artifacts that are going to allow you to empower your champions. And if you remember that event dungeon that I mentioned for you, this is where the event dungeon is going to show up. So if we scroll over, you'll see the event dungeon here. It's kind of going to be highlighted. We can click into that and do maybe a couple of stages here so you can see how everything works. But we can go to stage 10. I was able to do this one pretty easily. I put my best champions in here. Maybe we'll take Sun Wukong out. We'll talk about Sun Wukong at the end of the video, by the way, and we'll throw in another champion there. And let's go ahead, and you can do super raids, which basically uses double the energy, and it gives you double the rewards. So it kind of makes things go a little bit faster. You can also multi-battle, which allows you to do multiple battles in a row, and you can kind of just let it sim for you. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Now you can put your match on auto, or you can go with like a manual version where you can kind of select the things that you want to do, and you've got some healer characters, so you'll be able to heal some of your champions that are struggling. You can use your attacker champions to attack specific individuals if you want to go after them. But once you have a fight kind of figured out, best just to throw it on auto because it's going to happen a lot faster. I do like the manual play in this game, especially for like PvP, But in situations where I'm just trying to sim through battles and try to get them done as quickly as possible, usually just throw it on auto if I know that my team comp is going to be good. You can see we got a victory here, and we got some pretty decent gear. We got a set of 4-star chronophage gauntlets. Those are pretty decent, have some crit rate there. So you can see that kind of like ramps up as you go. As I mentioned, one of my favorite modes in the game is going to be the arena PvP. So you're going to have a few different modes here. We have just the classic arena, which is just squad versus squad. You've got tag team arena as well that you can play, and we'll be doing a little bit more of a deep dive into PvP as well in one of my future videos. Maybe we'll do a few fights then. And around the same time that you unlock the arena, you'll actually be able to join a clan as well. And being in a good clan is very important. You want to make sure you get into one that is able to take down some of these clan bosses. Now, my clan is able to do the Demon Lord on, I think we can get up to hard mode. Again, not like a super competitive clan, but we can take some of these down. And I can show you a couple of things. So you can go into normal here, and I've already beat this one on normal. So it allows you to auto sim the battle. We hit start here, and it's going to just go ahead and give me the points for doing that battle. We did 3.4 million, not too bad there. But you can also do just a regular full battle where you're able to control all of your attacks. Make sure that you are as efficient as possible. And then the last thing for early game that I'll mention is the Doom Tower. That's going to unlock at level 40. I actually literally just unlocked the Doom Tower within the last week or so. And so I'm hoping to get in here and try to get as far as possible. And again, we'll focus on Doom Tower in another video as well. Now, don't forget to click the link in the description of this video or click the QR code that's on screen now and get some amazing bonuses. These bonuses are only going to be available through my link. Right now, you're going to get 3 legendary champions and 1 epic. I mean, this is like a crazy deal. Usually you see these deals, you can get 1 legendary, 1 epic. You have to log in and do some things. This one, you're going to get stuff instantly. You're going to get a huge starter pack just for using my link to download the game. You're going to get that legendary Corrado Fox Hunter that we talked about from the Shadowkin faction. You're going to, once you hit level 15, you will also get Aina, who is an epic champion from the Barbarian faction. And logging in for 7 days, like I mentioned before, is going to allow you to claim that free legendary Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Really cool crossover. And finally, as I alluded to at the beginning of the video, you're going to be able to pick between 6 promo codes for a free legendary champion. You can choose Green Warden Ruark using promo code Treehugger, Alice the Wanderer using promo code GetAlice, Cheshire Cat using promo code Kitty Cut, Sun Wukong using promo code Monkey King, Ultimate Death Knight using promo code UD King, or Razzlevarg using promo code Go Fast. Personally, I recommend Sun Wukong because he's a beast in PvP, and he's not too bad in the campaign and a bunch of the other game modes as well. Now, these champions are only available using the custom link in the description of this video or my QR code, and you'll only have 48 hours after you download the game to redeem them using the code. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to get access to notifications for whenever I put out new content on games that I play. And if not, I still hope to see you in the next video.